So I believe in the hard work. I know कि काम आ जाएगा, but hard work I supposed to do कि मैं जब तक मैं hard work नहीं करूँगी, I don't get a money, I don't get a client.
Hey everyone, and welcome to All Things Startups. My name is Arushi Gupta. I'm a PhD scholar at Department of Management Studies, IIT Madras. All Things Startups is an initiative which started from simple WhatsApp group started by Satyabrata Mohanty. He's a serial entrepreneur. The group was intended to help the entrepreneur community. And through this interview, we want to bring together members of the startup community, this ecosystem, to discuss their experiences and stories. The idea is to just sit down and talk about the realities of business, the entrepreneur journey, and the different approaches to problem solving. Our guest today is Mrs. Pooja Kumari, founder and director of Innove Intellects. Thank you, Mrs. Pooja, for taking out time to be on All Things Startups. Mrs. Pooja is a founder and director of Innove Intellects. She is also a registered patent agent and startup facilitator of Government of India. She holds more than 15 years of experience in the field of intellectual property rights and has delivered more than 200 awareness programs related to intellectual property rights. She was recognized as a top woman consultant for her contribution in the year of IPR in year 2020. She has filed more than 500 patents, out of which most of which were granted in 2022. She has opened various IPR cells in different universities, colleges, and institutions in India. She was awarded a Senior Woman Entrepreneur by GECL Foundation and Excellence in IPR Services, supported by MSME UP government. She's been mentoring various startups in the field of life sciences, biotech, pharma, and engineering for the last 10 years. She's not only creating IP awareness in India, but also working with international organizations. Thank you so much, ma'am. Really glad to have you on our platform. And I'm really excited to be talking to you about your startup also, because this is a field where I'm also doing my research in. So personal interest as well as something that will help entrepreneurs in our group and in general as well. So to begin with, I think tell us about the history of your startup. How did you start, and what was the mission, the vision of Innove Intellects?
Okay. Thank you, Arushi. And the journey of my startup is very, very interesting because I'm a MSc Biotech student and food technology student, and I did my MSc from Punjabi University, Patiala. I'm a gold medalist. Okay, I cleared my MSc in 2005, and then again MSc ke baad you have to do the PhD. So pressure from the family, pressure from my husband also, because during my study I got married, and my husband told me you do the PhD. Okay, you become a doctor. I want you to become a doctor, and you want to do PhD in your field, but I don't have any interest, कि PhD करो उसके बाद फिर से job ढूंढो, the same journey we have to start. 5 years you have to spend on PhD. So I told I don't want to go to this field to join as a PhD, but I want to explore something new. Okay. So then again, I got some offer from Pepsi and other food technology companies for this as a quality assurance. Okay. So again, because after being married, your life totally changed. Okay. So being taking care of the family also, I again want कि भाई मुझे job नहीं करनी है. So because it's a 9 to 6 job, okay, and the industry culture that is not very good for us, for females.
Mhm.
And then I decided to start at the new career. So suddenly I got an email from one of the company called Elite Life Sciences from Noida. So they said that there is a patent agent exam conducted from Government of India. So I don't know what is patent. Okay, at that time 2005. But I told to my husband that I got this mail, and let's explore what is this patent agent exam. So I find out from the Google, but there is very less information about patent agent exam. But I started training with that LE Life Sciences, and I cleared my patent agent exam in 2009. Okay. So after that, I started my work with Amity University, Noida.
Okay.
So I started work with Shadow Consultant. So Amity is our client. So ma'am told me, Pooja, you have to sit in MT University Noida and take care of the incubation center, and where the inventors will come and discuss their patent filing procedure. So I start working with them, MT University Noida, and from them I resign in 2014. Okay. So from 2009 till 14, I was with the MIT University Noida, and after that, I have a second daughter. One is in 2005. I gave a birth, and second daughter was in 2015. So now I decided, being a mother of two kids now, and again my joint family. I have a joint family. I have 9-10 members, and all the people in my family are working. I started at who can take care of my daughters. Why can't I start my own work? So then I decided to start my own firm. That I decided the name first, that being, because from the patent family, like patent background, I started to first register my startup name, so that anybody in the future, if my startup grow, and then nobody can copy my name. So I decided Innove Intellects. The name behind my startup is Innove, because I am working with innovative ideas. People are working with innovative ideas. So I started with this Innove Intellects. I decided the name. I go for the registration, trademark registration, and after a year I get the trademark registration. And then in 2018, suddenly I got a call from Kite Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Okay,
Mhm.
and in 17 I just started my work, and in 18 March 18 I got a call, ki Pooja, we want to file a patent, and we want a patent attorney on board. So can you please come tomorrow for a meeting? So I'm totally blank, because when you are working with a company, so you have an experience of as an employee. Okay, you don't know how to start a business. Now you are acting as a role as a businesswoman. So I don't know what to speak there. How can I start with the agenda? What is the proposal? So I tomorrow go and have a meeting with the Satyen sir, who is a manager in TBI, and he told me to deliver one lecture on IPR. Oh my God, it was totally, because I was working in Amity with a different profile, where the inventor discuss their ideas, we do the novelty searches, draft the applications, and the filing part is taken care by the Amity. But now again, now what to speak in this IPR lecture, I don't know. So they have a very, annual meet or this type of function there, and in auditorium sir has announced my name and introduced me in the on the dice to speak over about an IPR. So I started with what is IPR, intellectual property rights, and I started my own journey, that how can I start my own firm. So after that, I signed a MOU on that day, on 2018, when sir has called me for a meeting. Then the journey start. Like after Kite, I get a call from Shubharti University, Meerut, then ABS Engineering College, Ghaziabad, then High Tech. Like now, I'm working with 15 to 20 university. Okay. So not in India, as well as in international, like Nigeria and South Africa. Recently, they have invited me for as a jury member for their startups. They has invited me as a mentor for their startups, so that they want how the India system, the Indian ecosystem of patenting is different. What is the difference between their system, your patenting system, and our patent system? So we have one workshop together with them. Okay. So now I'm exporting my capabilities to outside India also, like international market in India. But I'm working as with different universities as a different role, like being a mentor for the being a consultant for the universities, but startups. Because I again in paneled with the Startup India as a startup facilitator. Then the startups who approaches to the site, they find my name, they approach me that, ma'am, we have an idea and we want to file a patent. So, and some of the startups approaches me that, ma'am, I have a financial problem. So I told, don't worry about the financial problem, because the government is giving you a reimbursement schemes. The government is helping you, that giving a fund for your patents or for your prototypes. You just discuss your idea with me. If you have a single 1600 rupees amount, I can file your patent. You don't bother about the professional charges. So in past, I got some startups who really have some financial or fund problem, and with the 1600 amount, I filed their patent application. I don't charge any professional fees from them, but after that, when they get the fund, they have given me the money. So now, after having the like patent granted from the government of India, I help them to get the reimbursement of the amount also. So from MSME, we have, I think, 4 to 5 startups whose the money has been already reimbursed to their startups back. So this is a benefit of the startup. If they have a funding problem, they know that they want to protect the inventions, but they don't have a money. So don't worry about that. You contact some startup facilitators. and they help you in filing the patent application. And after that, if you get the fund, then you can have the this issue sort out the issue of the financial problems. So this is all about my journey.
Very
So
inspiring, I
now
think.
the important part, Arushi. Now the
Yes, yes.
important part I want to discuss here, like being a mother of two kids. Now my the daughter is in ninth class. Okay, and the छोटी वाली अभी जो बेटी है वो तो अभी second class में है. Now I am taking care of my all clients from my home. I don't have any office. Okay, and I'm taking care of my family also. I'm taking care of my business also. And when I have a meetings or when I have a lectures, I go only at that time. Okay, I used to travel. I love to travel because whenever I got a call, yesterday I got a call from Gorakhpur कि मैम आपको लेक्चर देने आना है 9 और 10 को. I said I was okay. Don't worry about my TADA. So I was ready to go because you know hard work is very important. If you don't do hard work, you don't get the clients. So I believe in the hard work. I know कि काम आ जाएगा. But hard work I supposed to do कि भाई जब तक मैं हार्ड वर्क नहीं करूंगी आई डोंट गेट अ मनी आई डोंट गेट अ क्लाइंट आई डोंट गेट अ माई स्टार्टअप हाउ टू ग्रो माई स्टार्टअप. So that is the journey of my whole startup. So I'm enjoying my work at home. So most of the time my client says मैम एक ऑफिस ले लो अच्छा रहेगा. तो आई थिंक कि अभी जब तक घर से चल रहा है तब तक ठीक है. जब लगेगा कि हाँ ऑफिस लेना चाहिए आई विल टेक द ऑफिस आल्सो.
Wow, very nice. Very, you're a superwoman, I think. Doing all household duties and managing
Yes.
managing your own startup. And kudos to your husband also, who has really supported you and encouraged you.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, he
Now, because you
genuinely
know,
can. Mhm.
last 2 years back, I got a fracture in my left leg, and due to this, I have some problem in like कभी कभी थोड़ा दिक्कत होता है during traveling also. So now my husband is cooperating with me, and he said कि जहाँ तुम्हें दूर जाना है तो I was with you. So my husband is in metro, Delhi metro. So
Okay,
he'll
okay.
take off on that day कि अगर तुम्हें कहीं lecture के लिए जाना है, so I will be with you. So now husband support and father, family support is very important. My mother-in-law and my parental support both are like at a very small distance. So
Hmm.
whenever I have to go outside, so I used to अपने बच्चों को मैं मम्मी के यहाँ भेज देती हूँ नानी के यहाँ पे. So that the
हाँ,
balance should be there ना, because ऐसा ना
correct.
हो कि आप काम के चक्कर में अपने बच्चों को भूल जाए. So वो नहीं होना चाहिए.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. Thank you, ma'am. Very important lesson, and I think that keeps you going. Family really keeps you going. An important, very important lesson. I think all Indian women, especially,
Yes.
um, they always want to take care of, and we can. It's a lesson for us that we can take care of the family also, as well as our business and career as well. And maybe
Yes.
women in general are very good at multitasking. So it's really, really good. Okay.
No,
So,
I also one part I also like to say here. I work for women empowerment also, and
mhm,
I teach the like patent. After becoming a patent agent, I decided to train the women who are at home, who are a science background, and they don't have any opportunity. But I train the women who are from PhD and science background, and they also become patent agent now, and they are now
mhm,
working with the very good law firms. And most of the girls are in my company. Okay,
mhm,
so the when I got the CV for the job opportunity, they said ma'am we don't have a job और हम लोग कहीं दूर नहीं जाना चाहते हैं. हम चाहते हैं हमें घर में ही कहीं आसपास कहीं कुछ मिल जाए. So I prefer that women who don't want to go for like outside areas for a job. Again, we have a lot of women who come to me, come to my company. We train that. I don't believe कि ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे हस्बैंड मुझे हमेशा मना करते हैं कि तुम कंपटीशन बढ़ा रही हो अपने लिए. 4 पेटेंट
mhm.
एजेंट खड़ी कर रही हो, वो कल को तुम्हारा काम खत्म कर देंगी. तो मैंने कहा कोई बात नहीं, जिसको जितना मिलना है उतना मिलेगा.
Wow. Very, very positive as well you are. Really, really inspired. मैं भी मेरठ से हूँ, तो I know कि थोड़ा वहाँ पे कैसे है, but you're very, very inspiring. Okay. I think now it's been 5 years to your startups. It incorporated in 2017, and
Yes.
in general, startups like there's the statistics that startups die. Most of the 90% of the startups die within 1 year or 2 years of their incorporation. So how have you kept it going? How did you get the funds, and what is? I mean, 5 years. If a startup has survived for 5 years, that means it is
I
successful.
see, Arushi, I have not taking any fund from the government. From
Mhm.
my FD, from my balance salaries, which I have already kept in my bank and save during this, because I also don't know that I in future I become a business woman. Okay, I
Correct.
want to start my business because I always have in mind that after MET, now I got a good opportunities from very good companies, also from very good law firms, also for as a patent consultant, as a patent agent. But suddenly, because after having a Kavya, like daughter of my second child, then I decided ki now, because when there is no person at home to take care, because you can't put your kids in the crèche for the whole day. And
Correct.
being a daughter, I was very very familiar about the things that are going in outside. So being taking care of all this situation, then I decided कि भाई घर से ही करते हैं, तो जो भी मेरी एफडी थी, बैंक बैलेंस है, उससे ही मैंने अपना काम शुरू किया. So
Wow.
धीरे धीरे थोड़ी शुरू में दिक्कत हुई, because when you are working with some clients, so
Mm-hmm.
you don't tell कि भाई आप एडवांस पे करो, है ना. तो शुरू में जो गवर्नमेंट फीस आपको पे करनी है, यू हैव टू पे फ्रॉम योर ओन सेल्फ. आफ्टर व्हेन यू रेज द बिल, व्हेन यू रेज द इनवॉइस, आफ्टर देन दे विल सेंड यू द मनी. सो दैट टाइम तो इतना अमाउंट मेरे पास था कि जो शुरू में जो मुझे पैसा लगाना था गवर्नमेंट फीस के लिए, वो दैट आई हैव अप्लाइड. एंड आफ्टर दैटिंग थोड़ा थोड़ा जब जैसे इनवॉइसेस क्लियर होते गए, फंड्स इंक्रीज होते गए, एंड उसके बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे यूनिवर्सिटीज के साथ काम मिला जहाँ पे रिटेनरशिप मॉडल मिला, जहाँ पे 1 लाख रुपए आपको महीना दे रहे हैं, 50,000 रुपीज आपको महीना दे रहे हैं. तो उसमें द प्रॉब्लम जो थी वो बैलेंस हो गई मेरी.
Okay. Okay. So money was you started with your own money, and
Yes,
bootstrapping is tough. I mean,
yes,
bootstrapping a
yes.
startup is really tough, but you've done it and you're going well. I hope you grow more, you scale your startups to heights. Then my next question is, जैसे आपके हस्बैंड बोलते हैं कि ठीक है आप अपने लिए कंपटीशन खड़ा कर रहे हैं, so what is your secret weapon that every startup has some value which you give to your clients? So what is your weapon, you think, or what is your value addition that you give to your clients, and how can
वैल्यू.
in general? Yes.
आरुषि देखो, एक तो थोड़ा बिजनेस का ट्रेड सीक्रेट होता है, आई डोंट टू एक्सप्लोर हियर, आई डोंट वांट टू टेल टू
Okay.
द व्यूअर्स, बिकॉज when we are talking about the IPR, intellectual property rights, so one part is called trade secret. So if
Mm-hmm.
I reveal my trade secrets, my business will maybe it will infect in the future, because clients will also listen this, my competitors also listening this, है ना? So they also get a chance that okay, this is a strategy ma'am is using, so why can't we also using the same strategy to get the clients? So I don't
Okay.
want to reveal that strategy, but I always think कि जो भी client मेरे पास आ रहा है, फोन कर रहा है, ठीक है, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't say कि भाई आप इतने हाई फाई फीस उनको बता दो, so that it will not come again.
Mm-hmm.
So my father always says कि जो client होते हैं वो भगवान होते हैं. After retirement they have started the business with my brother. So that the same thing they also feel like कि शुरू में जो पैसा लगाने वाली बात होती है कि how we get the money to start the business. So again my father also having the like their retirement money and all this, the start the business. Now अब ऐसा होता है कि कई बार क्या होता है ना कि कुछ क्लाइंट ऐसे होते हैं कि हमको कम कम रेट वाला चावल दिखाइए, ठीक है, आपको एक 100 रुपीज का इंडिया गेट वाला चावल भी चाहिए, तो वी माई फादर हैज एवरी टाइप ऑफ राइस, ठीक है,
Mm-hmm.
जैसा आपको चाहिए वैसा लो. वे सेम आई यूज टू से हैव द स्ट्रेटेजी कि अगर कोई क्लाइंट, अभी जैसे कल ही मेरे पास एक क्लाइंट आया छत्तीसगढ़ से, और उसने कहा कि मैम मैं कुछ गोबर और यूरिन, काउ यूरिन का यूज करके और कुछ और चीजें मिक्स करके कुछ कोई प्रोडक्ट बना रहा हूँ, जिसे दैट आई वांट टू फाइल अ पेटेंट, बट दैट इज अ प्योर फार्मर. ओके, सो व्हेन आई टॉकिंग अबाउट द फीस, सो ही सेड कि मैम मेरे पास इतने पैसे तो नहीं है. तो मैंने उनको बोला कि कोई बात नहीं, अगर आपके पास सिर्फ 1600 रुपए है, 1600 रुपए है, तो मैं आपका ये पेटेंट फाइल कर दूंगी, बट आप मुझे ये बताइए इसको आप आगे कैसे लेके जाएंगे, पेटेंट फाइल करके फायदा क्या है आपको. तो उसने बोला कि मैम मैंने खुद से अपने प्रोडक्ट रेडी किए हैं, और मैंने अपने उनका नाम रखा है खाद का, और मैं उसको खुद अपनी पास के गांव में या फिर जो यूनिवर्सिटीज में गार्डनिंग करते हैं वहां पे इनको सेल आउट करना चाहता हूँ. तो प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही है कि मेरा जो कंसेप्ट है, मेरा जो फॉर्मुलेशन है वो बहुत ही नॉवल है, बिल्कुल नया है, तो मैं हिंदी में जानता हूँ लिखना, आप चाहो
अच्छा.
तो मैं हिंदी में आपको लिख के दे सकता हूँ. तो मैंने कहा आप मुझे हिंदी में राइटअप बना के दे दें, क्योंकि पेटेंट जो है हिंदी और इंग्लिश में दोनों में फाइल हो जाते हैं, तो आप हिंदी में बना के दीजिए, मैं आपका हिंदी में ही ड्राफ्ट बना के भेज दूंगी. तो उसने कल मुझे पूरा हिंदी में राइटअप बना के भेजा, तो मैंने आई स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट तो मैं उसका ड्राफ्ट फाइनल करके पेटेंट फाइल करा दूंगी. तो ऐसे ही मेरे पास कुछ बनारस से आया कि मैम मेरे पास एक नाक आंख का एक फॉर्मूला है कि जो लोग अंधे होते हैं उनके लिए भी आंखों की रोशनी आ जाती है। उन्होंने भी, मैडम ने पूरा हिंदी में पूरा कंसेप्ट मुझे बना के भेजा, वो भी मैंने उनका हेल्प किया। तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि मेरा माई स्टार्टअप इज नॉट वर्किंग फॉर मनी। हाँ, आई नो कि मनी इज इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज यू नो वी माई किड्स आर ऑल्सो स्टडिंग इन अ वेरी गुड स्कूल। Okay, and so being their requirement also like you know आजकल के बच्चे बहुत फैशन के अकॉर्डिंग हमें ये ब्रांड के कपड़े पहनने हैं, हमें ये चाहिए। so according to that need also I look upon my business कि ऐसा ना हो कि कल को आप सोशल कॉज करते करते आपके बिजनेस में घाटा आ जाए। वो मैं बैलेंस बना के चलती हूँ कि जैसा क्लाइंट है उसके हिसाब से उसको रिक्वायरमेंट मैं फुलफिल कर देती हूँ। सो डेट यू नो आज मैं जो क्लाइंट का काम मैं कर रही हूँ 1600 में, यू नो वो कल को मुझे 2 क्लाइंट लेके आएगा बिकॉज यू नो माई वर्क इज गोइंग एट दैट प्लेस वेयर आई एम नॉट गोइंग। आप सोचो जिस बंदे ने मुझे छत्तीसगढ़ से फोन किया, आई डोंट हैव एनी कॉन्टैक्ट इन छत्तीसगढ़, आई नेवर गो इन छत्तीसगढ़, आई नेवर डू एनी लेक्चर इन छत्तीसगढ़, बट कहीं ना कहीं से उसको मेरा कॉन्टैक्ट मिला। सो माई वर्क इज गोइंग एट दैट प्लेस, सो दैट आई बिलीव कि चलो लोग मुझे इतनी दूर दूर से कॉल कर रहे हैं, सो आई हैव टू वर्क फॉर दैट। सो दैट इज माई यू नो वैल्यू एडिशन ऑफ माई वर्क।
करेक्ट।
मुझे लोग कहते हैं कि मैम रेट खराब हो रहे हैं मार्केट में, लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं वैसा कर रहे हैं, तो मैं लोगों की तरफ से नहीं जाती बिकॉज बिजनेस मेरा है, मुझे ग्रो करना है, मुझे देखना है मुझे कैसे किसके साथ काम करना है। ठीक है, क्योंकि लोग भी तो आपके बारे में नहीं सोचते हैं ना। आप मार्केट में देखो कॉम्पिटिटर्स तो इतने मतलब इतने लो रेट पे काम कर रहे हैं, तो व्हेन यू डिस्कस विद द यूनिवर्सिटी के पूजा मैम वो कंपनी तो इतने कम में काम कर रही है, आप बताइए, तो आई डेफिनेटली टोल्ड कि मैं नहीं करूंगी because I have to pay GST also, I have to pay taxes also. If I go at a that down rate, so how can I give the quality? So I believe the quality of the work also, and Arushi, you can't believe मेरे आई हैव फाइल 15 to 20 स्टार्टअप्स, पेटेंट जितने मैंने फाइल किए, हमने ट्रेडमार्क भी फाइल किए, एवरी स्टार्टअप एंड एवरी पेटेंट हैज बीन ग्रांटेड फॉर माय कंपनी। नन ऑफ द क्लाइंट, नन ऑफ द स्टार्टअप हैज बीन रिजेक्टेड फ्रॉम द पेटेंट ऑफिस कि अगर मैं 15 स्टार्टअप का नाम ले रही हूँ तो 15 के 15 सर्टिफिकेट आई हैव विद देम। ओके, सो दैट इज द सक्सेस रेट ऑफ माय कंपनी। आई बिलीव कि भाई काम करो तो अच्छे से करो, वरना कोई जरूरत नहीं है काम करने।
Wow, correct. 100% results. I think
Yes, 100%.
very nice, ma'am. And I can see how much you love your work. I think that is more important, and that's something that keeps you going. आपको
Yes.
बहुत ज़्यादा, and that's what I think clients also see, that because you're really good at your work and you're also very enthusiastic and involved in your work.